Alrighty, welcome back to Myth Speaker, everyone. In our last session, we found out that we are wholly unbelievably cursed. We're having a great time. Arias, your look of confusion and befuddlement is gratifying.
Very curious.
So, last we left off, the city of Bailax has been saved. You all coming together and performing the rite of cleansing flame had cleansed the city of the sort of mental interference left behind by the now missing meteor. Thankfully, the city was able to begin the road to recovery. You all spent a few days going about helping out various peoples around the city, helping to rebuild, while also getting more and more used to your newly manifested mythic powers, with some strange occurrences, both beneficial and detrimental, happening around them. You began to hear some rumors about Aki and her group performing some of the feats that you all had performed during Bailax's Hour of Darkness, of which these rumors were quickly squashed. Um, but then there were some other rumors that don't really deal with what you did, and more so seem to point towards Aki and her crew of miscreants, unfortunately developing some mythic power of their own. Unhelpful. During the course of this week, though, you guys came across another slight issue that began with Illyria, and that was a sort of detonation of the mythic power inside your guys' body. You went to meet and speak with the Cyclopses about the matter, who performed a myth speaking for you, where they revealed that there wasn't much they could see, unfortunately, ever since the Age of Lost Omens began over a century ago. Prophecy still sucks, and that really hasn't changed just because you guys are here. But they were able to find some information. Your fate points you to the island of Saktalos over here, where the destroyed city-state of Polsamne lies, and a sphinx resides. Likely the Sphinx Nishkefru, according to the Cyclopses, a ancient sphinx who has overseen Polsamne's downfall and once was a tutor to heroes and hero gods. Maybe she can help you, maybe your fate is to kill her. They don't really know. What they do know is that the mythic power in your body is consuming you and threatening to destroy you unless you can find some way to control it. That is one of the curses all of you are currently afflicted with, the thus called all-consuming hubris. If you would become doomed or get crit by an enemy once per day, you'll have to make a fortitude save as your mythic power detonates, impacting you and everyone directly around you. Not particularly beneficial. The rest of you are also suffering from the curse of the Phoenix, the slightly misactivated rite of cleansing flame has drawn powers of the Phoenix Sulkeen into your bodies, morphing them in some way and giving you a slight weakness to the cold and anything unholy. Thankfully, there were people in the city capable of cleansing that sort of affliction. I know Ton was willing to pay the money to get that cleaned off. He didn't want feathers or anything the like. Again, that is something anyone who wished to could go ahead and pay 40 gold to just get rid of that curse if they had wanted to. Time has passed, and we are beginning our journey towards the island of Saktalos, where Polsamne's ruins are. You guys have recruited Yasminai and the Tide Hunter to ferry you there, a journey that'll take a bit under 2 weeks to arrive. And after the first few days, we decided to take a break at a small island, known on the map over here as the Island of Sweet Tidings, a beautiful, idyllic little port island that you guys discovered skeletons and teeth buried underneath the sand whilst you were there, deciding to skedaddle right quick since you did not want to be on an island that apparently eats people. You took a couple things for yourselves from there, namely a magical belt and some alchemical candied apples. But that is where we are picking back up, where you guys have still a bit longer to go on the journey to get to your destination. Days at sea, potentially afternoons or evenings camping on small islands that don't really have positions on the map because they're just not big enough. Is there anything at this point you guys would like to do while you're on the boat? Things you'd like to talk about with people? Anything you'd like to accomplish?
Uh, Nothing that Khan hasn't already done. Trying to not get roped into what's her face's crazy experiments, but at the same time he finds them utterly fascinating, so he's going to do them anyways.
Yeah. Hey, Vakloya is always happy to get your assistance. Since Long Ore didn't work, she's working on something else now.
Are we with is it like the exact same crew as
Yeah, it's Yasminai, the crew of the Tidehunter. So Cyrus is on the boat at this point as well. The people you already got to know, Cyrenik, Ikuno, Vakloya. There's some other members of the crew as well. It's people you guys have come to know, especially now that you're taking an even longer voyage with them. Anyone else?
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
I'm good.
Alrighty. Then I'm going to ask everyone to go ahead and just give me a flat d20 roll, please.
Hidden or no?
Just give me public.
Okay.
Just as the journey continues on, see if any potentially fun events occur.
20?
Alrighty. Over the next week, the journey passes relatively smoothly. Beautiful, sort of crystal seas. Occasionally, you see other ships making passage over the ocean. You pass by the other large islands where city-states are built upon, while occasionally camping on smaller islands here and there to restock your fresh fish and also just have an afternoon or night on land as the weather permits. For a couple days, thankfully, nothing as wonky as what happened with the island that had teeth on it. Everything goes relatively calm and nice. It is when you are about 3 days out from Zamna at this point, from the port where you'll land. As we're sort of hitting late afternoon, an hour or two outside of sunset, you guys spot an island a bit off the bow of the ship, a distance away, that appears relatively small and barren. It's got a couple like large hills on it, but Aside from what you can see through your spyglass appears to be like algae atop it, it appears to be relatively barren. But the ship's navigator, Akuno, would definitely sort of be a bit confused and point out, well, that's strange. We have a lot of islands that aren't fully marked out on the map, but we have notes about positions, and there's nothing marked about that island on this map.
Did they go the north route or the south route?
You guys went south around the island.
Oh, okay.
Slightly longer, but a bit safer. The northern route up by Hecton gets a little funky with the number of dangerous beasts in the water.
And whereabouts are we right now?
At this point, you would be probably around here, beginning to sort of make the curve around the island's southwesternmost tip.
Okay.
Now, you guys have been relatively, island sort of, especially once you got near it, always in view. You guys were only truly out in open waters with no land in sight for the first few days of your journey. Ever since, there's always been land of some sort in view.
Well, do you guys think we should go and take a look?
Why not?
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, you guys can certainly ask Yasminai to have the ship stop for a bit, and anyone who wants to go check out this small island certainly can. You guys will... Little longboat get lowered down into the water once more to take you guys over there.
Hell yeah, let's go investigate.
Yeah.
Serious uncharted island.
Yeah, strange uncharted island. What's the worst that could happen?
Absolutely nothing. We are the best.
Landfall, can Illyria do a sneak roll to see what she sees?
Most certainly.
I made that privately.
That is correct.
Is that good?
Yep. You see slightly sort of hilly terrain surrounding you that is relatively just kind of barren and rocky, aside from a relatively dense covering of damp algae covering most surfaces. Other than that, though, you don't see anyone. You also don't notice any birds in the sky in this area.
No, do I notice any other wildlife at all?
Nope.
Right, this is getting creepy.
Is this like a fairly large island? It's not just like a
No,
rock, like
it's
20 feet diameter or something.
it's maybe upwards of 1,000, 1,500 feet across at your estimate from what you guys saw.
pretty
It's
big. Okay.
not particularly large, but it's not just like a rock in the
Yeah,
water.
yeah.
Can we see the whole island?
No, because it's relatively
is there
hilly
part of it?
terrain. So when you guys sort of reach the shore, you can't really see the innermost areas of the island.
And he said it was uncharted, like it just said never seen it on a map before.
Yep.
Can I examine the ground to see if it looks like land or like the surface of a creature?
Sure.
Yeah, it doesn't look
legendary
like the old
beast?
island, does it?
It does not look like the weird island with teeth, no. There's no sand on
Okay.
this
It
island.
didn't follow us and just let's try again.
Oh, there
It
was
sped
another
up and
island
got
with a
ahead of you
creature?
guys, which might be even worse. Yeah, Arias, go ahead and give me You can give me perception or esoteric lore will allow. Your choice.
Public is okay for esoteric lore?
Blind, please. It's effectively recall knowledge, what you'd be doing here.
Yeah.
Ye old investigate. Looks like, feels like, smells like, maybe even tastes like rock.
Like rock.
Yeah. Surely you just kind of think it's a normal rock.
Okay.
I recall knowledge.
Sure. What are you trying to recall knowledge on about this?
I think, like, has an island ever appeared out of nowhere before in
Hmm.
the Iblydos?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to relinquish control.
Ooh. A buddy's taken over?
Yeah, because I currently have... Wait, is that right? Which one of these two has sailing and ocean lore? Is it the lurker?
That's a great question.
It is the lurker. Okay.
So you just like swap it to your main one first, and then if you don't remember if you only get the lore skill from one or both.
Oh, I gotta do the swap. That's under spell casting, isn't it?
It looks like you get the lore skills from all of your attuned apparitions.
Okay, yeah, so I don't need to actually use which ones. Okay.
Yeah, it's effectively your focus spell is the main one that you only get from your primary apparition.
All right, I think I'll just add the +2 circumstance bonus.
Sounds good.
Oops, I guess it doesn't let me actually.
That's fine. I know.
Add
+2.
+2.
It also doesn't really matter because you rolled in that 20.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah. There are numerous tales you've come across, especially as a follower of Pherimia, the time you spent at the lighthouses. You are well aware of many Iblydan tales and myths of islands and land masses that either move around or disappear into the ocean and reappear seemingly at will. There's not really like any direct legends of like named islands that do this, but it is a relatively common occurrence in many old wives' tales and sort of tavern spoken songs and stories by sailors who will talk about these islands that either follow them or seemingly disappear at a whim and cause their navigators to go crazy.
Okay.
Is there any vegetation on the island?
There's algae. It's damp. It's a little slippery
It's
too.
damp. Oh. Well, that's yucky.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start to like walk just like across the whole thing, I guess, to see.
Certainly.
If there's
Oh, yeah, it
anything.
looks pretty freaky when he relinquishes control, by the way.
Oh, what's it look like?
Like his eye turns into dark water and then extends into a hand pattern that's gripping the side of his face.
Oh, that is super freaky.
What are you relinquishing control to?
Spirit.
Oh. Which one?
All of them.
This one
Oh,
hasn't
fun.
shared its name with me yet.
Oh. Unknown spirit. Okay.
Gothos is tormented by the numerous spirits that he may or may not want.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He definitely feels uncomfortable while he's talking about it.
Okay. Illyria's gonna go and catch up catch up with I'm sorry, I forget your name. Hold on.
Arias?
Arias,
I'm
thank you.
Arias.
I wanted to say
Yeah.
Osiris.
Not
Arias.
quite.
And I'm like, that doesn't sound right. Arias. And go catch up with Arias. And start walking with her. And can Illyria cast a spell?
Sure.
Can she use her helpful wood spirits to kind of search out in front of us and report back anything that they might find?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and give me a blind perception check. Kind of keep sustaining the spirits. A little cluster of wood spirits tumble out of the ether and sort of cavort about in front of you guys as they look around.
Also, I did take, this is not relevant to this action, but I did take paired link. So during daily preparations, I will give half of that, like a little broken, I don't know, gemstone or something, to Scophos, so you can target me with spells when I am not within range.
Oh, cool.
If you guys are adjacent to one another.
Yes.
Very nice.
I don't think there's really a foundry thing for that.
No, not
Maybe
particularly.
there is.
As you guys begin making your way forward, again, it's not a particularly large island, but you sort of make your way sort of gradually upwards towards the center of the island. Illyria, eventually, sort of right before your spell runs out, since it can't be maintained for very long, a couple of the spirits come tumbling back to you. Illyria, we found something! There, up there! There's a weird pillar! It feels icky.
Oh,
No.
weird. Feels icky.
It feels
Uh-oh.
icky.
Show me. Show me.
It tastes like salt.
It tastes like you licked it.
The spell
God.
fades at that point, because it does only last for a
Hilarious.
minute.
I'm gonna relay back to the group that there's a weird pillar up on the hill that feels icky and tastes like salt. And go to inspect it.
Yeah. As you make your way up, you reach what all of you quickly realize is the center of this little island, and similarly its highest point. And there is an obelisk, seemingly made out of a single piece of white stone, perfectly clean, gleaming in the fading sunlight, with etchings on all four of its sides in a language I don't believe any of you know.
Interesting.
Damn.
But I would say you are able to tell the language, since it's not an uncommon language. It is Aklo. The
And
language
Illyria.
of those that live beneath the surface.
Oh.
Mm.
Okay, that was what I was going to ask. Can I do a recall knowledge? Do I know if I know anything about this language at all?
Yeah, Aklo is the language typically belonging to those who live in the Darklands, which is effectively an underground world. That's part of Galarian.
Where the drow live.
Drow don't exist anymore. We call them cavern elves.
Are they still evil? Matriarchalists?
I don't really think so.
No, they distance themselves
Yeah.
from.
We
Watsy
focus on the
and now
serpent
it's the
folk these
serpent
days.
folk.
We love the serpent folk.
Eh.
The serpent folk are a bunch of emo band boys who can't get over the fact that their band fell apart 6 months after it formed.
Okay, well, just because you're a hater.
Aklo would be occultism for deciphering.
Yeah.
Or how does decipher writing even work? It's
That's a great
rare
question.
that
When's the last time I read Decipher Writing? um, so, Decipher Writing's kind of weird because it sort of operates under the assumption that you actually speak the language, but it's used when you're trying to decipher like something that's complicated or obscure. So when you could read it but not necessarily understand it. I think that's dumb, and I'm willing to let you guys attempt it to try and understand this language that none of you speak or know. And in this case, I would put it as occultism for anyone who wanted to try.
Okay.
We can just hit the recall knowledge button, right?
Yeah, in this case, you could do recall knowledge because it's a blind occultism check. It'll take a couple minutes as you do so. Hey. Alright. Yeah. Scophos, you walk away with the best understanding. Illyria, you walk away with somewhat of an understanding, though occultism really is not your strong suit. It's not something you know a ton about, so you're kind of going off of vibes. You look at the characters and go,
Okay.
those look icky. I don't like how those look.
Well, I was forewarned, so that makes sense.
Right. They look like salt. Gross. Gophos. It's hard to get the details out of it, but from what you understand, it appears to be a series of poems etched into this monument, each of them different. There's would appear to be 2 different poems on each side of the obelisk for 8 total. And while you don't necessarily get a lot of understanding of it, you see a couple phrases and words that repeat that seemingly deal with underwater, darkness, and horror.
Okay then.
This sounds like what's that hero god's name?
Itildos?
Yeah, the one that's still alive.
Yeah,
We
Itildos, the
love
tide thing.
Itildos.
This sounds like something he did. Fucking asshole.
And there's like algae all the way here in the middle.
Yes, though it does not touch the obelisk.
This island's been
But-
underwater for some time.
And the spirits came back saying that the obelisk tasted like salt.
And it was icky.
And this is going to rip our souls apart, Icky, or in a hey.
It has
Hey.
poems on it. I don't.
Ah.
I can't read it fully, obviously, but themes of horror and deep water and.
Sorry about that. Allergies are fun.
Yeah. Does anybody have detect magic? Because I don't.
I was about to ask.
Illyria.
I have. Yes, I can detect magic.
Well, Illyria,
Right.
as you think on that, something perhaps a bit more important. Your feet are wet.
Uh-oh. Can, why are my feet wet? That's weird.
Because the ground is underwater now, obviously.
Oh,
Huh?
Lord. It's lowering. It's
Right.
it's going back underwater.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up Mumble and put him on top of my mushroom cap. Doesn't
As you
get swept
have
away.
that realization, the ground fully sinks beneath the waves.
Oh, great.
Now, here's the interesting thing. All of you don't necessarily feel yourself immediately become detached from the ground. You seem to sort of be sinking with it. You could potentially try and kick off and remain at the top of the ocean here, or you may see what happens.
Because Ton can breathe underwater now, he's just gonna let himself sink with the island.
Awesome. New character.
I am
Breathe
please.
going.
water?
Wait, what?
Illyria's gonna kick off and try
Just
to
kidding.
swim to the
Oh.
surface.
Okay.
I was
I
gonna
think-
say new character already.
Scoffos will reaction, air bubble, Aureus.
Okay.
Oh shit.
You can
okay.
just breathe for a minute.
Then it's not like it feels like our feet are like grabbed by the algae or something,
No.
right?
It is, you
Okay.
don't even necessarily feel the island moving. It isn't until like you actually feel the water moving up your skin rapidly that you realize, oh shit, we're actually sinking here.
We're moving
Mm.
relative to the island as if we're standing on it
Mhm.
still. So
But as
Then
the
since it's-
island begins to lower, you see Illyria sort of kick off and remain at the surface.
Mumble on her mushroom cap.
Okay.
Scaphos
I
wants to see
guess-
where this is going.
Awesome.
Yeah, I guess because Scaphos cast that and I am kind of a strong swimmer, I will stay there for a moment to see. And this seems like magical and not just like we're being grabbed and drowned. So I'll stay for a second to see where it's going.
Absolutely. The island sinks rapidly. 100, 200, 300, about 500 feet below the surface. To the point where light no longer exists. All is dark. You guys are deep, deep beneath the ocean at this point. You should be feeling quite a bit of pressure, but at least as you are right now, standing around this strange obelisk, you don't feel any sort of crushing pressure brought on by the depth. Ton, you of course breathed just fine underneath the waves because of your strange new mythic power, I believe.
It's my lore-wise, yes, it's the mythic power circulating my system that's doing it. Mechanic-wise, it's my archetype feat.
Yes, your vestige hunter feat that gave you that.
Yeah.
Scoffos, do you have something that will allow you to breathe underwater here?
He's holding his breath as we go under. But he'll... I don't know. I don't have anything specific, no.
Okay. As you can only hold your breath for so long. And similarly, air bubble only lasts for about a minute.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how long is this?
That time will rapidly come to an end for both of you on how long you are able to hold your breath and breathe. So you don't necessarily feel any water pressure down here. Do you take the risk and attempt to breathe in water, or do you?
I'll do it.
Well, I feel like that's kind of the only option because it sounds like it's deep enough that if
Well,
we
no,
couldn't
no,
do
it's-
that,
It'd be a bit hard to swim to the surface that quickly.
yeah.
If we're 500 feet down,
Yeah, it's already too late.
no,
so we'll
no,
just try
yeah,
to
you
breathe.
guys would all drown.
Yeah. I guess I'll try then. I mean, like hoping and praying that there's some kind of magical effect, especially because we haven't been crushed.
Ton, you watch your two
Yes.
friends that you know are not capable of breathing underwater open their mouths and inhale seawater. And miraculously seem just fine. The two of you are able to breathe seawater just fine right now.
So,
Leap of faith, baby.
Jericho, Ton has, he has fins, No, he
Yeah.
does have fins, so he can swim innately. When he attempts to swim, does he still feel anchored to the island?
As you kick off and begin to swim, you do not. You feel free in the ocean at this point.
Okay. And it's dark down here, right?
Oh, it's so dark.
So, is it so dark that it
It's not
renders
magical
my dark
darkness. You
vision?
can still see because it's dark. Everything's just super gray. Scophos and just Scophos, unfortunately, you're kind of blind right now. But we're proud of you for coming down here. Illyria, you and, I'm assuming Arai, though they've stepped away, are now sort of paddling in the ocean as this island has sunk. The rowboat's a couple dozen feet away, so you could probably swim over there because the ocean's relatively calm right here, it seems. But this island has sunk and taken away 3 of your friends.
Oh dear.
See.
Well, Valeria's gonna pull Arai with her and swim over to the rowboat and hop up into the rowboat
Yep.
with Mumble and Arai, and then she's gonna jump back in the water and swim down and see if she can see them.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me an athletics check real quick. Nope. You cannot breathe in the water. You do not see the island nor your companions. It seems to have sunk out of sight.
Well,
Who all has dark vision or low light?
I think I do.
Arias
I don't
and
know if it's
Ton
just
do.
low light though.
It is fully dark down where you are.
so
Um,
what if Valeria
go ahead.
used that?
You could certainly make that check.
Okay.
I will say that will allow you to swim a little bit better. You will not be able to make it down to where they are. At best, you could maybe eventually, as you are about to run out of breath, see the tip of the obelisk way down deep below where light does not reach. But that's about all you'd be capable of.
So Illyria's going to go back up to the rowboat and hop in and rest.
Okay.
So, Jericho, just so I understand correctly,
Mhm.
Ton, Scophos, and Oreus are all 500 feet down,
Yep.
and Illyria and
Arai and Mumble.
Arai and Mumble are up top.
That is correct.
I couldn't remember if the second A was silent.
Is there anything else around us now that the island sunk below the ocean? Is there anything else out there besides the ship?
There's a ship anchored nearby, but that's kind of it. You can see the
Okay.
shore of Polsamne's island way off in the distance, but not anywhere super close by.
Can we assume that one of the 3 of us has one of the Sprite apples?
Sure.
All right,
Yes,
I'm gonna
we
try to
can-
eat one.
Oh,
You
sure,
eat an
I was
apple.
about to ask if anyone has
All
a
right,
light.
do I start glowing?
You do indeed.
Okay, can I see now?
You can see in 20 feet around you, 40 feet if we consider the dim light.
So Jericho, the
Valeria might have been able to
obelisk
see that.
has it like anything changed about it? Did ruins light up on it? Anything fantastical?
No. No. Just
So
it's just there.
since we're 500 feet down, do we see the demon fish that live down here?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
I would like to look around as well.
Sure. You may give me a perception check, Ton. I'm going to ask you to make it at a -2 just because of your limited amount of light.
That's
Okay.
for everyone?
If you would like to look around as well, you may, Arias.
Yeah.
You were talking to me
Jericho.
about the -2, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Jericho, I'm going to spend a mythic point to make this at mythic proficiency.
Sounds good.
And you said a -2 circumstance?
Only for Scothos, since he does not have dark vision.
Oh. Okay.
And he's relying on the 20-foot emanation light granted by the candy apple he ate.
Did this stop moving, by the way, or are we doing all this like as it's still?
It stops moving when it comes to rest on the seafloor.
Okay.
Yeah.
It sunk really, really fast.
It sunk super fast. Nice high-speed
just live here
elevator to the bottom of the ocean. Ton. Yeah, you see some things.
Okay.
You see in the darkness what appear to be a trio of creatures swimming towards you. Not
Oh.
super quickly, but with purpose.
What do they look like?
Fish? Maybe? Fish heads. Fish tail.
Are we
They look
talking
those
normal
creatures.
fish heads and tails, or are we talking viper fish? Do they have arms?
They do.
Or
They also
tentacles?
have legs.
Do they have like needle-like teeth jutting out of their lower jaws?
Some of them do. They also are wearing
They look
clothes.
like the Sedek
Okay, thank God it's not what I thought it was.
It is
Oh,
they are
indeed a
Sedek.
trio of Sedakthys.
I thought it
We
was
already
the
knew,
other
like,
thing, Jericho.
What they were, right?
Yeah.
From
Yeah, you guys have come
While
across
ago.
Sedakthys before.
Now, can they speak Thalassic?
kind of cute.
They can. They might
Okay,
also be able
so
to
we
speak
have
Iblydan. As they approach, all three of you do hear a voice in Iblydan come echoing through the water. Land dwellers, why are you here?
Ton will reply back. Well, we stopped on what we thought was an island, saw the pillar, and before we could react, it sank to the ocean floor. And here we are.
Why? What would compel you to do so?
Well, one of my companions, who's still up at the surface, used some magic and said there was something wrong in the area.
So you just decided to check it out? Do you not care for your
Yes.
lives?
We do, but if there was maybe someone in need, we would want to help them.
Why?
It's what we do.
Yeah, it's what we do. We help people who need help.
That sounds awful.
Why is that awful to you?
You would go out of your way and risk life and limb to help strangers who you know nothing about?
I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but
That
yes,
can't
I
be
would.
worth it.
Yeah, of course.
It is.
And if you die in the process, you're just going to go to the afterlife and go, oh well, it is what it is. Shit happens.
I would. At least I died knowing I did the right thing.
I would not die in the process, so it would be fine.
Well, okay then, aren't you just full of yourself? And look where that
Why
got
was your eye?
down here at the bottom
Why
of
was
the
your
ocean.
island? Well, I'm still talking, aren't I? Why was your island there? Just ferrying innocent people down to the bottom of the ocean?
I don't think you can call yourselves innocent if that's how you act. I don't know what you'd call yourself, but I don't think innocent is correct.
No, but is this points at the pillar? Is this yours?
Not technically.
What-
When we're
what's
that
talking
mean?
ownership,
Who's-
then I don't have a deed to it.
Whose is it? Who built it?
Who created it? Yes.
Can I see a copy of your receipt?
It's been here for fuck knows how long.
Has
But
it
we
always just
are the guardians and caretakers of it, so ownership maybe?
How often does it go to the surface?
caretakers ownership, I would say.
What, Scoffos?
How often does it go to the surface, and what is its purpose?
Really? When the sun rises, and then it comes down when the sun falls. It's the opposite of rises. Sets.
That can't have been happening that long.
It's been happening
This
for a long
island is
time.
uncharted. Someone during the day would have seen it.
Well, it's not always in the same place.
It moves around like a fish.
No, not like a fish, like an island does.
Most islands don't move.
Yeah.
Jericho, as we're having this conversation, does the island itself actually start to move?
No, not tonight.
And you go with the island.
Of course. That's our duty.
Ton points at the markings on the pillar. Do you know what these say in Iblydian? I can't
Nope.
translate them.
Couldn't really tell you. At this point, like, the other two Sadaktis, by the way, aside from this one, have, like, swum around, approached, and pulled out rags and begun wiping down the obelisk. What purpose that serves underwater, you're not entirely certain, but they're doing it.
You guys have like someone who tells you to do this, like a boss, or you simply care for this island out of duty?
Is that what you call your parents back on land?
A boss?
Yes.
Well, so
No, we call our parents our parents.
Oh, then no
well,
to
so
your
yeah.
question.
So do you have
No boss told us to do this.
So monitoring this
well
pillar
parents?
is a family business.
It's a long-standing and glorious tradition.
Huh. Oh.
But you don't know what it says.
Nope, I haven't the foggiest.
Who gave your family the task of watching it?
I don't fucking know.
So you just do it without
Does it
knowing
look
why?
like we have written records down here?
No, you could have
Alpha.
oral records though.
Gapos is having a violent flashback to the marijuana dude.
The Fae?
Do people not teach their kids why they do things in our
Oh.
culture anymore?
We do them. That's how it's always been done. Why would we do it differently?
Yeah, fair enough. So another question. I can breathe and swim underwater as if I were a fish, as you can see, he holds out his hands
Yes,
to
good
show
for
the.
you. Land
Now,
dweller
my
in spirit only.
My companions unfortunately can't, so without the island
Sucks to be them.
rising, how are they going to get back to the surface?
Do you have a
Yeah,
way to
wait
tell
for
the
it to
time?
raise.
Looks
No.
up at this. No.
Actually,
You're going to be waiting a while.
are there clocks in this world? If so, I might have a pocket
Yeah.
watch, but it also might be fucked up.
Clocks
from
and pocket
the
watches
water.
exist.
Yeah, but they don't work underwater.
Yeah. Well,
No, you're
actually,
gonna have
that's
to
a good
wait.
question. We're like breathing. Do our clothes and stuff? I
Oh
mean,
no,
I guess
you're soaked.
when you're underwater, does
You are
anything
truly.
feel wet?
It's not like a
Okay.
bubble of air. You are in
Yeah.
the water.
Okay.
You're just able to breathe it for some reason.
My herbs and my tinctures are ruined.
Yes.
When we talk, we're actually able to talk.
Yeah,
It's not like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Now, does it? It sounds like normal speech. It doesn't have that
it does. The water
deadening
is
echo.
translating your speech quite nicely somehow.
Okay, well, it looks like you two are stuck down here for a while.
I'm a little afraid to venture off this island or far from the obelisk. Yeah.
I would recommend staying close to it if you are normally unable to breathe.
So you
So
know
you're
what it
saying
does?
it'll-
What, do you think you're the first land dwellers to come down here?
I don't know. We've never heard of this before.
You're not. The other ones thought they were smart and tried to swim away from it while they were down here. Their skeletons are over there. They got
Looks
eaten.
over there. What ate them?
Fish? What fuck else do you think exists underwater?
Dragons.
What sort of cockamamie tales do you listen to up on the land?
Oh no,
you
these
guys
aren't tales. These are truths where I come from. There are dragons that live in the water.
Do you guys have any kind of like city or anything cool down here, or you kind of just stay here in the dark cleaning this?
What's it to you,
Rock.
land dweller?
I'm just curious. I mean, I wouldn't be able to go there if there was one, but I'm just curious.
Of course we have cities. And homes.
Nice.
But not-
Very nice.
Not on this island, though.
Oh. Oh. Do you see homes anywhere on this island?
Jericho, how big was the island?
Like
Like
1,200
1,000
feet in
something.
diameter?
Okay. So not even a mile.
No. A bit, around little under a quarter mile at best.
Okay. So 4 football fields.
Well, do you guys need any help from anything?
Yeah.
I believe
Upfront land
everything
dwellers
happens
will
for
die
a
if they
reason.
move too far. Can you move out of the way a little bit? We need to clean that corner, actually.
Ton swims out of the way.
Thank you. Once Sidocles starts cleaning a corner of the obelisk where one of the nature spirits had licked it.
The life is perfect down here for you. No
Life
predators
goes
or anything.
on. I don't know what you would describe as perfect, but we live, we eat, we fuck.
The writers
And-
sent us down here for a reason. No, I'm kidding.
That's what you think. I also put you on an island that eats people for a reason.
This was quite a few weeks ago, but were you guys aware of some Sedictes that like went to well, are you guys friends
Are
with
you
the
asking
Sedictes
if
in
we know
Bailax?
all other Sidoctes?
Yes. I mean,
Yes,
not
that's
all
what
of
she's
them, but
asking.
are you aware of the ones like near Bailax?
It's incredibly
At all?
generalistic, don't you think?
I'm just curious. I mean, we
Ton
sailed
whispers
over
through the
here.
water at Arrayas. I think he's calling you racist.
No, we're not aware of. We're not.
They're
familiar
racist
with
toward land
that.
dwellers, so I don't. Oh,
Okay.
Call that out.
Are the
Well, I was
bodies
curious.
of these people actually laying on the island?
No, no. There's some bones floating in the water off
Oh,
the
okay.
island.
Never mind then. We did encounter some of your same kind, but they weren't quite as friendly, so I was just curious.
Delightful.
Gothos is gonna look at you and mouth friendly.
Well, I'm trying to be nice. The other ones attacked us on sight, so, you know.
And you probably did something to piss them off.
Actually,
Or maybe they were crazy. It's a distinct possibility.
I think it was both.
And there you go. And you would assume I would know them if they're crazy? What do you think I am?
I don't know, maybe you heard, like, oh, there was this group who was crazy over near Bailax. I don't know. I've heard of crazy Minotaur tribes, you know.
Oh, this is that land dweller thing called gossip, right? We
It's
don't
like
have
you've
that
never
down
met any
here.
adventurers who are seeking information before. It's a different
We
thing.
did. Their bones are over there.
All right. It's so boring down here.
Well, you
Nothing
made
to
your
look at.
decisions.
So in the morning, this is gonna go back to the surface.
Yes. As the sun rises, it will.
And how often does it move laterally?
After vague periods of time of which I'm not certain because I don't keep track.
How long have you been at this
What a
location?
strange question to ask.
Would you all be able to do us a favor? Could you swim to the surface and tell our ship that we are still alive?
You want us to do things for
Ton
you
can
now?
do that. No,
Oh wait,
Ton,
yes, Tanya.
Ton just is like, no, I can do that. We don't
Oh,
need to
okay.
bother them with that.
We've been at this place currently
Thank you,
for, I don't know, 4 weeks.
Well, I suppose if it moves to another location, then we have to deal with that. But
That would suck to be you if it happened to move tonight of all nights, wouldn't it?
or you, I mean, we basically become your roommates forever.
Oh, fuck, you're right. That's awful. Hold up, Island. Please don't move tonight. To all gods who might be listening, stay here one more fucking night, please. All of you pray too.
Sure. Do you ever encounter dangerous creatures down here, or you're pretty undisturbed? Not us, I mean like...
Oh, do you
have
think
to
you're
fight them
dangerous?
off?
That's adorable.
Well, you know what I mean. Do you have to fight them off frequently?
No, we avoid them. Do you think I have a death wish? I'm not an adventurer.
You-
like those bones.
You can't control where the island... What if it goes into, like, Kraken's territory or something?
It doesn't. And if it does, we'll roll with it.
Okay.
Probably at that point tell the Kraken to leave. Understand these thought processes you land dwellers have.
Ton looks at him and just incredulously points and says, "You are going to tell a Kraken to leave."
Yes. It
And
doesn't
you
speak
think
my
it's going
language,
to-
so it's obviously less intelligent, therefore it'll listen to the more intelligent one.
Ton just looks at him with the biggest, what the fuck kind of logic is that look on his face?
It's logic that works. Have you never looked at someone and just told them to fuck off?
Yes, but I've never told a creature 1,000 times my size in its domain to fuck off.
Well, I think that's just a lack of imagination.
I think more along the lines, if you ever did do that and the Kraken didn't eat you, it would find you amusing.
I think you're
do you
making
think the gift
generalist
of olives-
assumptions about individuals that you know nothing about because of your superiority complex.
Oh
think
no,
it's
it
an
would do
olive
the same
tree?
to me as well.
Is there anything else on this island except this obelisk?
No. I mean, there's water on it right now, technically.
Captain, I don't say this out loud, but in Todd's mind, he's like, Captain fucking obvious. over here with another banger out of left field.
For posterity's sake, is there anything else you guys would like to say or do aside from just spending the night on this island?
I
I'd like
would
to. Oh, go ahead.
I'll return to the surface, let everyone know, hey, we're good. Aureus and Scavos are kind of stuck 600 feet below the surface for the night. I'm gonna go back down there with them and relay any messages they need, but don't go anywhere. The island will return when the sun rises. And then I dive back down.
Okay.
I'm gonna look for the up arrow on this elevator.
It's called the sunrise.
So there are no buttons or levers or.
Unfortunately not. I'm so sorry.
All right, I'm gonna plant an olive tree underwater.
I was about to like ask.
Yeah,
Like
Jericho.
you were.
Jericho, I am so
You're gonna
glad
be
I
like, "What the
convinced
fuck
us
did
to
you
take
do
that
to our
olive
island?"
tree.
I don't think
I'm
you've
so glad I
ever
convinced
seen a
us.
flabbergasted Sadakti before.
I offer him an olive.
What the fuck?
Land dweller delicacy.
These are surface delicacies, yeah. It will fill your belly as if you had eaten an entire meal.
That was a tree growing on rock.
I don't know.
What?
Don't question it.
They'll take an olive incredulously and just eat it.
Yeah, give the other two one as well. Because we get 8 of them, I think.
Yeah. They all eat an olive and I think at that point just swim off, super confused.
These cultural exchanges are so beautiful.
For reference's sake, the barrier of safety around the obelisk is about 30 feet. So that is the area Ton and
God.
Arrayas and Scophos you have to move around with for the night.
I
Yeah,
feel
I'm
like we
gonna
would have
tie
been
myself
within.
to the tree
Yeah.
so I don't float off in the night.
That's fair.
I feel like we would have been within like 5 feet or 10 feet of it. Because
I
it
was
was in the
assuming
row
you
that,
guys were
like,
right up next to it.
Should we keep watches?
I stopped glowing after a while, so I can't see shit no
Just
more.
see.
I will say, for
Yeah.
simplicity's sake, there's not going to be anything that attacks you down here tonight or anything.
Yeah.
Whether you get enough sleep tonight to count as rested or not, I'm going to leave up to you to decide.
Realistically, no.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
No
Something
worries.
happened and I had to go plug in the cable thing.
Oh no. Well,
It's
we
okay.
are just reaching the next morning as the island returns to the surface. Thankfully.
So Illyria and Orion Mumble would not have spent the entire night out in a little rowboat. We would have gone back to the ship.
As much, yeah.
Okay.
Ton did come back to the surface briefly to give you guys the down low on the situation that the others were stuck underwater for the night, but they'd be back in the morning.
Okay.
So,
Hey, Jericho.
Yes.
Was there anything like Ton would have explored a little bit because he doesn't have the same limitations as everybody else? Was there anything interesting on the island while it was underwater? Like,
No.
shells, coral, nothing?
No, the Sadaktis do a real good job of cleaning it all night.
Did they take care of the algae problem?
No. They leave that.
I would like to ask them what they call the island.
Island's supposed to have a name?
Oh boy.
It's a
Yes.
rock.
What do you call the obelisk? Oh, what do you call the obelisk?
The pillar?
It's an obelisk. The pillar.
The is optional, I suppose. It's pillar. Names are for people.
I'll call it the Pillar of Enlightenment. I say sarcastically as I go to sleep. I probably wouldn't get any sleep, actually.
Okay, fair enough.
Ton would.
Yeah.
Ton would get some sleep. He's just fine.
Deep underwater,
Yeah.
One is a real mermaid.
under the sea.
Do I see any demon fish?
No, you don't.
What is it with you and these demon fish?
I don't know.
I have thalassophobia, so I'm actually kind of curious how far Jericho's going to go with descriptions.
Not much further.
Okay. It's like, ooh!
This isn't a major
Yeah, I
plot
mean-
point.
Do we see
God.
any creatures in the distance? Because she's kind of forgotten about it up until now, but at one point Arrayus was looking for a sea monster. Well, and then we did see it, but
Yeah, Reyes, you rolled the lowest
We see any
perception,
creatures?
unfortunately.
yeah.
Well, you guys would
Look, how
see
good did I roll?
schools of fish underwater throughout the night, but
Nothing abnormal.
no sea monsters, no things coming to eat you in your sleep. And eventually, the morning comes, the island returns to the surface as the Sadaktis all sort of wave you guys away.
They're like, go! Be gone!
Quickly now. Go away and never come back.
We
I
will
don't know why
definitely
you
go
chose
away,
to be
but
on here, but don't do it again. Be smart. Make better decisions. Cherish your life.
we
Shouldn't be
do!
hard to- No, you don't. You
Just because
abjectly
we
said
help
you would
people-
throw your life away to help someone else and be proud of it. That's not cherishing your life.
Just because we help people at risk to ourselves doesn't mean we don't value our own lives.
Yes, it does.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you about this.
Go away. Where are
Fine!
your friends on the island? Don't stay down here with us.
Oh, so you want me gone?
Oh boy.
Yes.
Alright, I'm leaving.
We
Goodbye.
never wanted you here in the first place.
Oh, well, you don't have to be assholes about it.
You never thought you'd see a fish flip you off, but here we are.
Oh, well, I flip them off back. Double bird, baby.
Goodness.
The morning
And the
comes,
sign language version.
you guys are able to thankfully return to the Tide Hunter, where everyone on board is curious. What happened? Why did an island sink in the middle of the night? And take you
Khan
with it?
explains to them. what
There's a
happened.
magical pillar.
Ah,
You should chart the island and then.
already did
Note
it last
it-
night, but I'll put a note down.
And it moves,
magical-
apparently, locations.
So there's
Well, that's not very
locations.
helpful to put down on a map, then.
Well, describe the obelisk and then, I don't know, do what you sailors do when you share information with other sailors. And he says as he stomps off in a random direction, fucking pointless ass island.
There were Sedekthys shepherding it, but they are very incurious and unhelpful and seem to know almost nothing about it. Not even
They don't
what the
like
obelisk
land dwellers
said.
on their island.
Yes, so
Alright, then. I guess I'll put a
They don't even have a
note.
name for their damn island.
Just call it the Pillar Island and be done with it.
I'll put a note in the map margins, I guess.
not even worth people exploring or stepping on, really.
Stupid
Okay,
frickin' fishes.
good to know. The ship
Unless someone,
carries on.
unless someone speaks or reads Aklo, then it could be worth it.
I guess we could have written. Well, you can't write underwater, so never mind.
We could have written it down once it rose to the surface.
That's true. I think we would have done that.
Arrayus would like take out a piece of
Anyone
paper
speak-
to do like a rubbing of it, and then it would just like in the water, just like rip.
Does anyone on the ship speak Aklo?
With that roll, no.
Well,
But you can hold on to it. Surely this will come
That's a
important at
choice.
some point.
Certainly.
Is this just like a 2-sentence location that we turned into a...
No, I had a bit more than
Yeah.
2 sentences. This was mostly taken from my little Iblydos gazetteer, though, of weird locations in Iblydos.
Okay.
I wanted to spice up the journey a bit. Another day passes, though, and we come to the last sort of day and a half-ish before we are set to reach Zamnes, the port. As the day progresses, though, unlike the sort of beautiful clear skies that you have had on the last nearly 2 weeks, today the skies have grown steadily darker as the day has worn on. You see lightning sort of flashing between glowing thunderheads. The waves grow a bit more choppy as the day progresses, the ship rocking precariously between them. I'm going to ask for one more perception check from everyone, please. Scophos.
Mm-hmm.
As sort of gales begin to pass by, threatening to damage the mast with its raised sails at the moment, on the wind, you hear what sounds to be almost a very faint, cawing laugh. In the skies above, the clouds almost seem to briefly take the shape of a mocking Tengu head, eyes flashing with lightning. This image is rapidly dispersed.
Aki. I don't know.
With a sudden burst of wind, an almost screaming sound echoes through the air, followed by the sound of shredding and wood snapping as the mast begins to tilt away from the position it should be in.
Okay.
What would everyone like to do in this moment, in the next couple minutes? Or as this storm hits?
Gonna try and keep the mast up, I think.
Okay. How so?
Force open in the opposite direction.
Just use athletics to try and hold it up.
Force closed.
Yeah.
Sounds good. What about others? What would we like to do here?
Help Scophos. I like his idea.
Okay.
Maybe. Wait, is there only one mast on the ship? Or
There is the main mast, yes. The sails appear to have been shredded by the wind rapidly, and the mast is cracking.
I guess try to secure any ropes or anything else that would keep things up. I don't know why I don't know specifics. Any other things that require securing other than the mast?
Yeah. Any ideas you can think of so you can try and secure supplies so they don't get blown overboard here, if you would like. Illyria and Orai, what do the two of you think? Anything you would like to try here?
I just got back and I have no idea what we're doing. So I
All
think
good.
we should do whatever Illyria thinks we should do.
Sounds good. A storm has just
And-
hit the boat and has currently shredded the sail and cracked the mast.
Oh, that's not good. Do I have anything that would help calm the storm? I'm just
I
looking through
think
my.
as Scothos mentions Aki's name, you would get an inherent idea that calming this storm might be beyond something that could be done rapidly. You could certainly try to do it, but it might be simpler to try and weather it. Since
Ride
that
it
would
out.
be... If Aki has something to do with this, that might mean this is a mythic storm in and of itself. And then you would be pitting your own mythic powers directly against hers, and you're not sure how that would go.
I mean, there's more of us, so fuck her. Sorry, I thought I was still muted.
Nope, I love it.
Can I do a recall knowledge and see if I know anything about anything?
Sure. This storm definitely is strange. You sense a very strange power sort of directing it towards your guys' ship. This is not a natural storm over the ocean. This is something that has been conjured and is directly targeting you guys. However, you can also tell it does not appear like it'll last particularly long.
I think Illyria and Mumble are going to help secure what we can on the deck, and
Yeah.
try to make sure that nothing else gets wrecked in the storm.
I'd also say this is an opportunity for you guys to kind of come up with whatever weird and wacky solutions. If you want to say, hey, my mythic power is going to allow me to conjure vines and knit the mast back together, go for it here.
Yeah, I think that's a good use of our abilities at this point, is just trying to use like plants and vines and see what we can grow to help kind of bind things to the deck and bind the mast back together and try and kind of help the situation, keep everything together.
You said our
Absolutely.
sail shredded?
Sail is shredded, yes.
Can I sail?
You can absolutely turn yourself into a sail here. I love that.
Sail!
Who needs a new sail when you have a rye around?
So,
Yes.
so basically, this is kind of nebulous of what we can do with our mythic power.
Yep.
Okay.
And there will be
Can
not
I take-
necessarily any mythic points spent on this unless you choose to make a skill check rerolled at mythic.
Okay, so as I'm helping Scophos, push the mast in the other way, can my mythic power kind of mix with my innate frost blood and begin to creep over the mast once it's centered and freeze it in place with ice?
Oh, sure. I think that would push us in a different skill check direction than athletics if you want to do that, but I do love that idea.
Okay.
I'd say that
What skill
probably
check?
pushes us more towards like nature or arcana.
All right. Let's do nature.
Sounds good. Scophos, I
And just
imagine
that-
athletics for you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can this be rolled with mythic proficiency since it's
Not
part of
inherently,
mythic
but
power?
you may
Okay.
reroll at mythic if you don't like the result.
Okay.
Arias, I would say probably crafting if you're thinking of just like not locking things down. And Illyria, I'm probably thinking nature sounds good if you're conjuring vines to help keep things together.
Yep, I'm thinking that too.
Awesome.
Now-
From
When I roll this, do I roll this with a mythic? How do I do that?
You just roll nature unless you end up wanting to re-roll it.
Okay.
now, Jericho, since I'm
yes.
helping Scoffos, is mine a aid
It's
check?
gonna be an aid check for you. Yes.
Okay, well then. Hard.
Arai, since you're specifically using one of your abilities, how does a Tanuki lore roll sound? Alright, so 13's not good here, I'll tell you that.
Sounds great. How do I roll my Tanuki lore?
If you have your character sheet up and go to all your skills, which is the open hand page, it's just the die icon next to the die icon next to your Tanuki lore.
Can I use a mythic point under Echoes of the Swords?
Nice.
Very nice, Arai.
It's a sheet. I can do a fucking sheet.
I'm gonna say no one specifically doing it at Mythic point here, Scoffos, since this is not really forcing open. So holding up a mast. For reference's sake on this, Arias, a 13 is a critical failure. Illyria, a 25 just barely fails. We were looking for DC 26 on these checks.
Yeah, I was about to say, can I reroll with a mythic?
Certainly.
Okay.
Um,
I'll
okay.
reroll with a mythic.
Okay.
Can I use
Yeah.
can I use that?
You certainly may, yeah. It's like Bloodlords, just re-roll using a mythic point as the right-click option here. Nice, Scoffos. Absolutely classic.
Wait, hold on. And what's this say?
So if you right-click your roll in chat, and then there's a re-roll using a mythic point option.
Okay.
Very nice. Okay. Those are successes all around the board for Arai, Arias, and Illyria. Unfortunately, a failure for Scoffos. So, Scoffos, you're trying to hold up the mast with Ton's help. As your mythic power flows through your veins, though, it is slowly collapsing down. Not just the weight of it, that in and of itself would be easy for you to deal with, but it is the wind almost pushing it down onto you that seems to be operating against you. If not for Ton's sort of conjuring of some frost to help keep it in place, it might crush you. Arai quickly sort of scampers up the mast as it falls, though, and turns into a massive sheet, sort of covering what is ripped of the sail, and immediately sort of catches a gust of wind and begins propelling the boat forward once more as Arias and Illyria work with both rope and conjured vines to help keep everything latched to the deck, give people harnesses so they don't necessarily easily get swept overboard, and keep you guys going. After a couple minutes of this pass, the wind begins to slightly die down, but in the moment that you think everything is okay, with a sudden sort of crack, splinters fly upwards as a bolt of lightning lances down and strikes the deck of the ship. More lightning begins to converge upon you guys. What do we want to do?
When you say the lightning converges, is it like streams of lightning are converging onto that one point?
It is, instead of bolts of lightning raining down in different places throughout this storm's whole coverage, you see light moving through the clouds as bolts strike closer and closer to the ship, all sort of beginning to focus in one space.
I mean, Tom thinks this is Hai Fang not having a good day. You know, he got rebuffed by his wife again. So this is him pissed off and drunk at us.
Oh, what do you want to do?
Mm, Uh, hmm. I'm not trained in religion, and I probably should be.
Anything you guys can think of. Don't necessarily limit yourself. Come up with fun ideas. It doesn't
Well,
necessarily have to be in the bounds of reality.
could I use my mythic power to call out to Daikitsune and ask her to intercede on our behalf, shield us from this?
Ah. You can certainly try.
Okay, Jericho, now I need to ask, do I need to nat 20 to get this with mythic proficiency?
Not necessarily. I would temper expectations of what a success could provide.
Could I do Rainbow's End? Because a rainbow means the storm is over. So, I mean, could I end the storm by using a rainbow?
I would say you could certainly use that and help. It might not directly end the storm, but might accelerate its end.
Be free, rainbow!
Alrighty. That does use one of your mythic points to cast, but as you bring out a rainbow to sort of hasten along the ending of this storm, what about the rest of us?
Jericho,
I think
could I...
Illyria would like to see if she can use her mythic power to expand her vines into a canopy over the top of the ship, so that the all of the weather coming down isn't so harsh on the ship.
Very nice. I like that idea. Ton.
I would like to use my mythic power to call upon all of the spirits that normally empower me in my rage and focus it into a swing or a beam at the oncoming lightning.
Nice. Love it. What skill would that fall under?
That's a good question.
You know what? Let's make it a weapon attack. Let's make it a strike.
Okay.
Illyria will call it a nature check for you as well. Arai, since you are using a spell, will ask for a religion check from you since you're a divine caster. Arias and Scophos, what about the two of you?
Oh no. Arias, not being very familiar or as familiar with kind of forces of nature to this scale or nature magic, will probably just like yell and shepherd as many people as possible to get like under the to get off the deck, to get into
Below deck.
Below deck of the ship, and like including shoving and like picking up people if needed, just to get as
Just
many
tossing
people
them
down
below deck. Get under
there.
there!
Literally.
I would leave that up to you then, between diplomacy and athletics, on how exactly you think you are focusing your efforts. Between the yelling and the forcing. Scophos, what about you?
I'm gonna go full Lieutenant Dan.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast message into where I saw the face, and I'm gonna diplomacy and go, "This is the best you can do, Aki."
Grief.
Oh boy.
I love it. Go for it. Illyria, Arai, those are crit fails for both of you. Arias, that is a regular fail for you. The DC is increased slightly to 27 for this roll.
Alright, I'm gonna make my strike.
Go for it.
Gosh,
Oh no, Illyria.
no. My canopy of vines is not happening.
Reroll.
Oh, I'm sorry, Scott.
Ton, why are you hitting Scoffo? My God. Very nice.
Okay,
Scoffos
someone
getting an exact
succeeded.
success out of that. Tana, 22 is a fail for you.
So you can't use Mythic points on strikes, but is this nebulous enough where I could?
This is nebulous enough. I would allow you to reroll here.
Alright,
Arai, did you
reroll.
want to reroll the nat 1?
What is with the twos today?
Mythic moment. Mythic point.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The dice are not liking this exercise.
Delightful.
Use Mythic, roll into a worse roll.
That's a classic. Right there.
Okay, so
Oh my
abandoned
goodness.
ship.
Alrighty.
Bunch of fails.
Definitely a harder situation keeping the ship together when just wind is hitting you. Not the hardest thing to do. When lightning starts to hit and Scoffos yells at the lightning, "Is this the best you got?" It makes it pause for about half a second. Hopefully long enough for the rest of you to begin your efforts. Arrayus getting people out of the way. Illyria conjuring sort of a net of vines above you. Arai creating a rainbow to hasten the end of this storm. And Ton just fucking Kamehamehaing spirits at the lightning. Unfortunately, perhaps, Scoffos's taunt does cause the lightning to pause for a second before it slams down with even more force, shattering the net of vines, breaking through the beam of spirits, and heavily scorching and cracking the deck, impacting some people, snapping some of the harnesses made previously by Arrayus and Illyria. Your names are too similar for my brain.
Mhm.
It's not the end of the world. We're damaged, we're injured, but the lightning does eventually begin to fade. You can see the end of the storm clouds in the distance. But you can also see waves beginning to
Oh, God.
rise along with the
Damn.
edge of the storm. And they've got enough distance that they are, if they're going to keep getting taller, they're gonna be massive when they hit. But it does look
Now,
like it's the last
Jericho.
things we need to get through. So, what do we got? Yes, Ton.
So how far away are the waves? Like, how much time do we have before impact?
About 5 minutes in total. Each of these
Can I-
rounds of work have been about 5 minutes.
Can
Yes,
I
sir.
Alright,
shield the
Tom.
boat?
Sure. Yeah.
Han would like to try to pull a Moses
Ooh.
Fantastic.
with his new innate connection to water. He'd like to try to part the waves so the ship can go through, or at
Awesome.
least deaden the blow.
Yeah. I think that's probably sounds like nature.
Yeah.
Arai, I'd think using magic again is going to sound like religion for you. I do love these ideas. What have other people
Alright, let's
got?
do it.
You got someone blocking the boat and someone parting the ocean.
Well, that's a crit failure, and I'm re-rolling that with a mythic point.
Hmm.
What the? Why didn't it go?
The
There we go.
DC has increased for the last time up to 28 for this round. Which means
Ah!
that's an exact
Nice.
success for you,
Nice.
Ton. Are you going to ask the waves if this is the best they've got, Scoffos?
No, I'm gonna do a 5-minute inner radiance torrent.
Awesome!
Another Kamehameha wave.
Just the most supercharged in existence.
You
know,
can
I've got-
decide how
Absolutely
long
phenomenal.
that is.
Oh, goodness. Alrighty. I think that will be for you, Scophos, then probably a religion check, I'm imagining, since that is your spellcasting ability.
Okay. That's good.
DC being lowered like it was for Arai last round, since the expenditure of a spell slot is being used here. Illyria and Arias, what about the two of you? What ideas do you have?
Can Illyria use her water staff to center a blast on the of hydraulic push on the wave to try and disrupt it, to
Certainly,
cleave
yeah.
it so that it goes around the ship rather than overflowing the ship? So cleave it so that it spreads to the sides.
Yeah, absolutely. That is for you. You are a primal caster, I believe, so we'll call that a nature check. And Arias, what about you?
And I try to help whoever is steering at this point the wheel of the ship, if anyone. I don't know if that's even
Yeah,
possible in these
Yasminai is like
circumstances.
lashed down to the boat and fully steering.
Can I try to help her do that, either with athletics, if it's like just challenging to control the wheel, or I don't even know, with some kind of lore or some other kind of way to like help her navigate or know what to do. I don't have sailing lore though, so
I've got an idea. Are you feeling a little wacky right now, Arias?
sure.
How do you feel about a crafting check here? If you'd
Bad
like
'cause
to
it's
do
low, but
athletics,
I'll
that's
do-
also good as well.
Athletics, I feel like it makes a bit less sense, so I understand, but I think with crafting,
Athletics would definitely be sensible because this is a storm. The boat is hard to control right now, so that would be very simple.
okay. Then I would use athletics. I was trying to,
Go
I'm
for
sorry,
it.
I was trying to think of a way to esoteric lore my way out of it, but I don't
No,
have
no, I
magic.
like that idea. Hold up, I can work with that.
Okay.
Give me esoteric lore.
For what? Here's some esoteric ways I know how to steer
Yeah.
in a
No, I
storm.
got this. Mythic esoterica.
It's like windy as hell, water everywhere, and Arias is like, wait, let me look at this scroll really quick. She's like trying to show the captain like at the scroll the
It's okay.
tome really quick.
Illyria puts a little leaf like barrier around you so that you can like not have the wind try to tear away your scroll. So you have
Thank
like
you.
a little wind block.
You're flipping through your new book you got from the library, but the glitter
Yeah.
and glue that Illyria had used to rebind it are just melting in the waters.
Damn it,
A
the ink is
19 does
running. It's
fail
just-
here.
Yeah. Oh,
The 35 will succeed. And that is, if my math is correct, a total of 8 successes across the board, which is exactly what you needed.
Thank heavens.
Ah, man.
As the boat sort of begins to almost drift due to the storm happening, Arai uses a mass covering of the cantrip shield to reinforce the entire deck and sides of the ship to prevent it from being destroyed should impact occur. Scophos, Illyria, Ton, all three of you work together through various ways, conjuring magic, force, and spirits to just fucking laser beam the oncoming wave and split it right down the center, causing it, instead of one massive wall coming towards you, to split in half and begin diverging around you. Still not quite enough for the ship as it is beginning to drift to make it through, so Arias, the key to this plan. At the worst possible moment, damage from the lightning causes the wheel of the ship to snap off of the boat. Still held in Yasminai's hand. Just a floating wheel at this point. No connection to the boat. But you've got some random bullshit in your pack. And you read a story in a book that it's not the physical connection that matters. You just gotta believe hard enough.
Mm.
And using what mythic power you have, you create a metaphorical bridge between the boat and the wheel. Such that as Yasminai, with one massive heaving turn, the wheel is not connected, but the boat turns. Just enough, reinforced by magic, that it slips through the oncoming wave and out beyond the storm clouds.
Jericho,
Yes,
was that a mythic deed?
it was indeed. I didn't even get the chance to say it because you asked about it. Thanks for stealing my thunder. All of you may regain all of your mythic points at this point for overcoming a mythic deed successfully.
All right.
Yes. You may have been wondering why those DCs seemed so high. That is, a mythic deed like this is an event that is supposed to be particularly draining on the mythic points you have to represent needing your mythic power to overcome it. But it does recharge following the event's completion if you succeed. So, at this point, you see the skies clear ahead of you. The storm dissipates behind you. And the island of Zaktalos is before you. It's a bit late from when we would normally do it, but I wanted to do this to start as we prepare to dock at the island. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break here. Stand
Thank
up.
you.
You know what I should have been?
Grab some water. I'll see you all in a few.
Here.
Alrighty, welcome back. Quick update for Arise, since you had to step away, but we successfully got through the storm without any major tragedies, and it was considered a mythic deed because of its difficulty, so everyone's mythic points have been fully recharged. And as I mentioned a little bit during the break, for things like that, we really do want to... I want to encourage you guys to get as crazy as you want with your ideas. So like some of the notes I had down would be like, you guys could have jumped off the boat, grabbed a rope, and just towed it yourself by swimming. You know, deflected the lightning with your weapons, or even just intimidated the waves away. Basically, when I start mentioning like this is a mythic power situation, start thinking of all the things I would normally say no to, and try those, because I will say yes. Because I want you to do cool, funny, and kooky things.
Sure.
But, at this point, nearly 2 weeks have passed. It is sort of mid-afternoon at this point as the boat finally reaches the shores of Zaktalos. Sea giving way to a calm, sort of natural harbor. From the boat, you guys can see a few signs that maybe a small town once stood here. You see some like stone arches that are covered in creeping vines, the remains of some fallen-in roofs. There's a courtyard with a large tree dominating it. What remains of a road sort of dominating the former settlement, winding up further into the island, but it is choked by weeds and shrubs. As the boat docks, Yasmin, I will come to you all. Well, that storm was a bit of a doozy, but looks like we made it in one piece, generally. We're going to have to do some repairs to make sure the ship is good to go wherever we're going from here, whether that's back to Bailax or elsewhere, but we'll probably be staying here then unless you guys realize you need something. I know you weren't exactly sure what was going on when you were coming here, so unless you need anything from us, then we'll just start getting work on repairs.
It's like a plan. We have a sphinx to find.
Oh, that sounds fun.
I've been told that it's either going to be really good for us or it's going to be really bad.
Well, best of luck then.
Thank you. We're gonna need it.
Well, boat's ready for you guys to directly get to shore if you don't want to just swim that little bit. Be here.
Okay. If anything goes, horribly wrong, just send a signal and we'll come rushing back, provided, we're not wrapped up in life or death situations.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Do we need to worry about the amount of supplies we have? Did we lose a substantial amount in the storm, or it's okay for...
No,
several days?
you guys were pretty good about sort of battening down the hatches there. We really didn't lose anything. The storm was almost seemed to be damaging the ship, but not necessarily making us lose supplies. Or even attack it. Like, no lightning ever really got super close to hitting anyone. So, no, we have quite a lot of supplies to last. So make sure you take some with you. I guess you have your olive tree. That's probably good enough.
Olive trees all around Iblydos.
Truly.
Olive tree can provide fresh water. Not yet.
Will it be able to eventually?
Who's to say?
A little concerning, but sure. You guys have fun with that.
Hey, Jericho.
Yes.
Just as a fun little aside, can we say that over time the olive branch is absorbing our mythic power?
Quite possibly.
Okay.
Right now, the final boss is going to be an awakened olive tree.
It's not going to be the actual final boss, but it'll be the secret, like, Final Fantasy style boss that you can go fight.
Hidden boss.
Yeah, it's the hidden boss for better rewards. If you really want to overgear yourself before the final fight.
Oh, I do like
Hell
extra
yeah.
rewards.
It's the highest level
I like
Earl
this
stat
idea.
block I've access
What time
to.
of day is it?
It is currently a bit after 4 p.m.
Right. We're just setting up camp once we get on shore.
You could set up camp. You could begin making your way inland if you would like. From what you know, the actual ruins of the city of Somne are about 5 miles from shore here, so that'd probably be about a 2.5 hour walk to get there.
Oh, okay.
So you could make it there by dinner time. You guys could also spend some time exploring what remains of what was probably a village here if you wanted to. Oh yeah, this
And-
looks good. Hold up. Here's your olive tree, boss. How's that look?
Oh god.
Oh my goodness. Ew.
Thank you, Battle Zoo, for the absolute worst art yet again.
Hook melon.
Ah,
That
sorry.
poor plant, man. That deer is messing with that plant.
I know. Up to you guys. You could certainly rest here and just get a fresh start in the morning. You'd spend some time looking around this sort of village. You could just begin heading to Samne. Anything else you can think of, it is fully up to you what you'd like to do.
What are we expecting to learn from the Sphinx again?
How to not die, hopefully.
Okay.
Uh,
So more about
basically-
the mythic.
Yeah, the Cyclopses couldn't see much. Aside from that, your fates led you to Samne and seemed to intersect with the Sphinx in some way. Is about all they could
Okay,
see.
so we don't really know. that
Yeah.
much. Okay. And we don't know much about this island or town
No,
at
you
all.
don't.
Okay.
You know, Polsamne used to be a big city-state, but is ruins these days. There are many different stories and legends that have been passed down about why it fell. No one really knows the truth, though, from what the
Okay.
Cyclops has told you.
I mean, I would be curious to investigate.
Well, then let's
I-
investigate.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
It'll be nightfall soon, so no reason to rush to the city.
Absolutely. I would say a couple different checks that you guys could make here for anyone who wants to be looking around. You could give me perception, crafting or engineering lore if someone has that, or survival could be checks that could be made here. All blind, of course.
Can I just do a recall knowledge and do it that way?
You can, but just tell me which of those skills you want it to be.
Actually, now that I think about it, I'll just do perception.
Sounds good. Because there's different
Larry is gonna
information
do-
depending on the skill.
Okay.
I'll go survival since I don't roll it much.
Sounds good.
I'm so sorry. Would you give him tests again?
Perception, crafting, or survival. Each one capable of giving different information. Everyone's just giving perception.
I thought you said we could do games lore. I'm pretty sure that's what I heard.
I'm pretty sure I said engineering lore. It is
Damn it,
close.
it's almost the same.
Not quite.
If everybody's doing perception, I will do survival. Is it blind?
Yes, please. Okay. Yeah, as you guys begin looking around the city, not even city, this is a small village. It's old. Looking at the vegetation, even those of you who are knowledgeable about nature and plants would do a quick estimate that this has been untamed growth for decades, perhaps even over a century.
Yeesh.
On Arias and Illyria, all of you sort of at different times during your exploration come across sort of one of the still standing archways has a keystone in it, and there are faint markings, just faded common etched into the stones that proclaim, "Beyond is the glory of Samne, a jewel among jewels." Scophos and Arai, as the two of you get a bit lower and closer to the ground looking around, you move away some vegetation, you see old stonework that's a bit harder to find. Gigantic claw marks in the stone from something massive. Something perhaps even larger than the multi-100-foot-long sea serpent you guys came across on your way to Euphrae.
Like happy claw marks? Like I'm just romping through this little path. Or like I had a big fight and like gouged the earth kind of claw marks.
These are gouges in stone claw marks.
Aureus, you might want to come look at
massive
this.
gouges.
Yeah, if they point that out, can I try to look at them? And
Yeah, this would be
identify
a
them or
good use for
recall
esoteric
things?
lore.
Yes. And is it better to recall knowledge or directly roll that, or doesn't
Either
matter?
works. It'll show up in both. Unfortunately, there's a, like, you know it's something massive, but you're really just going off of claw marks, so it's not really enough to make a correct determination. Also, Ton, we need to have a conversation. What happened to your perception checks tonight? I thought we had a deal.
I don't have a deal with you. I have a deal with the dice gods.
Yeah, that's me, dumbass.
No, it's not.
Someone's looking out
He's
for
who I
you.
pray to. Can I roll
crap.
glean lore?
Which lore?
Glean lore for engineering?
Your glean lore beat. You certainly may. So that'll be a blind religion check.
I can't tell what this is.
Uh,
For the Lord Jericho.
the lore, the collected lore of the divine. Just tapping into that. The pre-gap version of the Akashic record, some might call it. Taking a glance over this whole situation, over these ruins of the town, it's old, but the way this town is destroyed, something about it as knowledge fills your mind makes it seem intentional. This was not wanton violence by something mindless. This was calculated.
Does the age of the town match the point in history that the growth of the vine, like, is it a 100-year-old town, or is it like a 50-year-old town or a 10-year-old town that is
no, the age matches.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, this town existed over probably 100 years ago and was destroyed over 100 years ago.
Okay. Is there any like writing or hieroglyphs or anything on the walls?
Aside from what the others found, that beyond is the glory of Zamne, jewel among jewels, no.
Who's Zamne?
Zamne is the name of the city-state. Was destroyed.
Okay. And can I do a recall knowledge and see if I know anything about that? Like, is there a story that I had heard?
That was something you guys had somewhat spoken about with the Cyclopses and would have probably made some checks on. Basically, there are dozens of stories about the fall of Zamne. No one really knows the truth.
Okay, I remember that.
Big
okay,
mystery.
Right.
Did any of those stories involve something with that massive with claws?
Well, yeah, sure. There are a number of stories about big old beasties destroying the city.
Any kind of specific beastie?
Give me a recall knowledge.
Alrighty.
And then can I also roll a perception to see specifically if the claws are feline?
Based off of the checks that have been made so far, I would say you don't think they're feline.
Okay. It's a Jabberwocky.
I do want to throw those against a party at some points, but they're too high level.
And now, are we in like a small town, or is this like
Yeah, this was a village.
Polzamne, like the big city? Oh, this is just.
Yeah,
Small.
you're about. This is just a village, basically on the beach. The city of
miles from
Somne is about 5 miles from here,
Right.
which there's a road that leads there.
Do the claws face in that direction?
They kind of go in a lot of directions.
Chaos.
Chaos, destruction, and even a spot of ruin, I might say.
Is there any treasure?
Not in this day and age that you guys find, unfortunately. It would be cool if there was.
Girl can dream.
We can absolutely dream. Scophos, Illyria, and Arai, between the three of you thinking on the stories you heard, what the Cyclopses were able to mention, there's none that like have directly named big beasts that come to mind right now. There were stories that included like a war between hero gods. There are even stories of gods from beyond Iblydos getting involved in bringing about Somne's downfall. But that's about the best you've got at this moment in time.
Okay. When you say there's a road, is it
Yeah, there
like
is
overgrown? Or is
Yes,
someone
very
actually-
overgrown.
Okay.
You can still see like the path of the road. It sort of winds up with some switchbacks because this is a relatively steep hilled area beyond the beach, heading northeast.
Do any of us have message?
I do.
Can we get the boat to go around the island and see if they see anything from out on the any side of the island? Like, are there other towns that are destroyed and like? Do we have like a lay of the land? I guess is a better question. Like, is there a map?
Not like you guys sort of went past were keeping close to the island on your way here. And you would have seen some ruins here and there for sure. Right now, it would be a bit hard for the boat to go out and do a more extensive search of the parts of the island you guys didn't go around, just because of the damage it took on during the storm. But it is also general knowledge that this island is relatively uninhabited by people. It is mostly ruins and monsters that exist on this island nowadays.
I wasn't here. Do we need to do anything for the boat? Like, get him a new mast or anything while we're on the island?
Nope, they're working on it.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, they're going to be taking care of that while you guys do your explorations.
Is there plant life around?
Plant life? Yeah.
Like bigger plants, like trees and
There's some trees.
that's. Can Illyria go up to one of the trees close by and talk to it and ask it if it's well, first of all, I think ask it if it knows where the Sphinx is at, and then secondly, ask it if it knows what happened here. Like, have a conversation.
Give me a diplomacy check. You do specifically have the plant empathy feat that allows you to communicate on a rudimentary level with plant life.
Can I hold her hand and support her and aid?
Sure. And we are going to say good night to Ton here, whose allergies are killing him. So, good night, Ton.
Good night, Ton. We love you.
He already
I hope
left.
your allergies.
Lame.
You feel the warmth of the fire inside of me.
Yeah, I
Very
do.
nice. That is a
So
plus
do I
2
get
to
a-
your roll.
Oh, nice. And boom.
The way I think that I can hear mumbles, I also think that I can understand the conversation that you're having with the trees, and I very, empathetically, nod along with you.
I'm not rolling very well today.
Illyria, you walk up to a plant, and even with Arai's help at first, the plant just kind of shakes as if it's shrugging. But with a bit of mythic power injected into it from your body to sort of bring it online, give it a bit more sentience. For a moment, the plant speaks to you. Oh, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Well, I'm good. We just landed in this
Wonderful to
place.
hear.
How are you?
I exist.
Well, that's a start in the right direction.
I am a tree. The sun is nice. I'm
Sun is
flourishing.
How did you like that storm we had?
I don't know. It didn't cut me. I don't have eyes, you see. Well, maybe you don't see. I don't know if you have eyes.
You're a very beautiful plant. Yes.
Thank you. What's beauty?
Do you know what happened here?
I am a tree. I grew here.
Have you seen or heard anything about a sphinx in the area?
Again, I have no eyes.
What about heard about a sphinx in the area?
There has been one that has flown recently on occasion by me.
Okay.
It speaks to me on occasion and threatens me.
Oh. So is it a mean sphinx?
I suppose.
So Illyria looks at Arai and
I don't really
how is
understand
this
the concept
conversation?
of meanness.
How is this conversation happening? In my head?
You are at this point specifically speaking in the language Wild Song, which is the secret druid language.
Oh, fun. So no one around me can understand what I'm saying.
Correct.
I can.
But, right. Well, Arai can understand what I'm saying, but that's more like a innate understanding. What about like my companions? Can they all the rest of them? Can they understand anything about what I'm saying?
No.
We're not.
Like you can be explaining to them. We can assume you are sharing with them as you speak to the tree. You then sort of translate to them what's being said.
So
But otherwise, no,
Illyria's
they have
gonna
no clue what you're saying.
turn to Arai and say, "It's a tree, and it's sort of helpful. What should I ask it to get it to be more helpful?"
Ask it to access the root network and ask somebody else. This tree sucks.
Do any of your neighbors perhaps know where the Sphinx is at right now?
Well, I know where the Sphinx is right now.
Where
It's
is
not
it?
here.
Oh, yes. But where on the island is it?
Oh. I am just a tree, I don't know.
Yes, but can you ask your neighbors through your root system?
They are shrubs and grass. They also do not know. I did just ask
Not
them,
okay, but-
though.
To be fair, somewhere on the island, the sphinx has to be. So, can't that plant be like, yo, my
I think you are
guy?
vastly overestimating my capabilities. I am just a tree.
Well, thank you for your time. You may go back to sleep. I will bother you no further.
Okay.
Let's have a
That was not very
conversation about Mumble's anatomy.
Somehow still more helpful than the Sedectes.
I don't have the necessary equipment. Could Mumbles pee on this tree?
Can Mumbles, being a of mushroom folk origin, can Mumbles lop himself down into the dirt of the area and twine his little tendrils down in and tap into the roots
The micellar
of
network.
the mycelial network and uh, get any information about the surrounding island and where the Sphinx might be?
I'm going to go ahead and say no.
Rude.
That sort of range is not really a possibility. for
So
that
it's
sort of
far
thing.
away from us for right now. It's nowhere nearby.
Yeah.
Okay. That's helpful.
Again, like the ruins of the main city itself is a couple miles from here. And the sort of magic and things you would have access to aren't particularly able to go super far out of the way. I know
So
you
Illyria's
don't
going to suggest.
have. Oh, go ahead.
Illyria's going to suggest to the group then that we relocate to the main city. This little town isn't going to give us much information unless we just want to bed down for the night and then resume in the morning.
I know you don't have this cantrip prepared, but I would say a good sort of representation to think on in these sorts of situations is the root reading cantrip. If you want the idea of like connecting to the root systems nearby, and that's only about a 30-foot area.
Okay.
So I would say in general, we'll sort of consider that is maybe perhaps what Mumble would be capable of doing.
Okay. Sounds good.
While they're talking to the tree, can I kind of think back on and look through my notes about what I know about sphinxes in general?
Yeah.
Because I don't really know, like, as a
Believe this was a
player.
check you made last session as well.
Oh, okay, okay.
And you know that they are generally... Let's see if I remember what I said.
I mean, I assume they're, like, intelligent.
They are intelligent, relatively mystical beings. Can be quite cunning. Have a penchant for riddles.
Are they like dragons? Do they sleep in caves, or are they like kings, or like where do they sleep?
I mean, they're kind of part cat, so
If it fits, it fits.
kind of, sort of, yeah. They like the sun.
Got it.
They're most commonly found in deserts. So both in Tian Sha, where some of you guys are from, and here in Iblydos, sphinxes are not particularly common creatures.
Okay.
And are they, like very large, or like our size, or?
They're large, so they would be. I mean, you would probably be somewhat comparable in size to them, Arias.
Yeah. Large, not.
Yeah, large, not huge.
Bigger. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Some could potentially grow to a point of being huge, but in general.
Okay. If it's not too late, maybe we can still make it to the...
Yeah, by the time you guys finish looking through this small village and speaking with some plants, it's only about 4:45 in the afternoon, so plenty of daylight ahead of you.
Yeah, I say we head off toward the main city area.
Sounds good.
Alrighty.
Yeah, you guys begin following the old overgrown road up the nearby hills. It's a relatively steep climb, which is why the road sort of switches back and forth a number of times. As you're walking, you come across some mundane wildlife just existing in the area, but you don't notice any like dangerous beasts or any people. There's birds overhead up in the sky. It's a relatively uneventful trip.
Walk.
I would like anyone who would like to, who would say they are, searching or scouting on this journey, to go ahead and give me a perception check. Okay. After about 2.5 hours pass. Okay, world clock, why are you being a cunt? It brings us to a bit after 7 p.m., approaching 7:15. The road sort of crosses over the crest of a hill, and beyond it stands the ruins of a city. You see white stone buildings clustered atop the rolling landscape. There's a few walls still standing. Most of them are broken beyond repair, though. You see some empty doorways, just some windows staring blindly from among the structures, like sockets in a bleached skull, almost. Vines and trees grow haphazardly throughout the area. All of that relatively dwarfed, though, by two massive stone plinths standing at either side of the road at the entrance of the city. Maybe what were once part of a large gate. All of you feel like you're being watched right now as the city comes into sight.
Sphinxes are cat bodies and people heads, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
Hmm.
And they're large, you said? I know you said that. Okay, large.
Yes.
Mhm.
Illyria, you notice something a bit further than everyone else as you all are sort of taking in the city. You see upon one of those two stone plinths a creature. Laying down, paws forward, head sort of just resting on it, wings folded along their back. The large, beautiful sphinx.
Valeria looks at everybody and points out the Sphinx to everyone else and says, "Oh, I think we found her."
It's kind of resting on
that.
the western plinth, maybe basking in the sun. Sorry, Scoffos, what were you saying?
That was easier than expected.
Well,
Do we know the
How's
name of the Sphinx?
Yeah, what
Neshkef.
was
I'll put it in chat.
Neshkef.
Neshkef?
That is at least like the one sphinx that the Cyclopses were aware of as being in Somne's ruins.
There could be others.
There could be others, because
So-
what they saw
so
from
if-
your guys' fate was that it intersects with a sphinx. here at Samne. And when they looked over their old records and books, they're like, well, the Sphinx Nishkefru lives in that area. And they're
Turns out there are 1,000
relatively
Sphinx in the
important.
area.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, a needle in a haystack, find the correct Sphinx.
Right. So Illyria is going to grab Arai's hand and boldly step forward. And is the Sphinx, a plinth, is that going to be something that's very, very tall?
Not particularly. It's kind of like just a large stone platform jutting out of the ground.
Oh, okay. And you said these were by the front entrance to the city?
Yes, these two plinths are flanking the road at the entrance to the city. They were effectively most likely the base of whatever a large gate would have been into the city originally that has long since fallen.
Okay. So Illyria is going to step forward and grab Arai's hand to bolster her courage, and she's going to step forward as she's going to call out to the Sphinx on the platform and say, "Good day, honored Sphinx. I'm wondering if you can help us find someone."
She lazily opens an eye and sort of regards you as you call out before languidly standing up and stretching. Before she stands tall.
Illyria squashes the urge to say, "Ooh, big stretch," and steps forward and says, "Hi, I'm Illyria. This is my friend Arai. We're looking for a Sphinx named Neshkefru."
She lays back down, folds her paws over themselves again, but keeps her head up. It has been some time since I had visitors like you. Seeking answers. They do not always enjoy the truth. I am Neshkefru, Oracle,
It's
Seer,
nice to meet you.
Watcher of the Fall of Zon. I know yours and your friends' names. Not the rest of yours. Who are you?
Illyria points at each of her comrades in turn and introduces them to Neshkefru.
Well met.
Indeed, you could say we are well met. I know your names, you know mine, but I still know little about you, so... What brings you to these shores?
We were sent. We were told that our fate lies on this island. And I forgot what we were actually after.
Well, that's kind of the weird thing. Like, you know
Don't
your
really
fate
know.
leads you here. You're trying to find a way to not die, basically. To not blow up.
Oh, that's right, because of
Yeah.
the
hubris.
curse.
Yeah, the
So,
rampant
Illyria-
mythic power inside of you.
Illyria faces Neskefru and says, "Well, it seems that we have been cursed with an overabundance of mythic power. It explodes out of us at random times. And let me tell you, it's quite unpleasant. And we're really hoping to get some help in taming this matter and figuring it out so that we don't explode mythic power out of us every now and again."
Anyone who would like to, go ahead and give me a sense motive right here.
I will, ears that hear the truth.
Sure.
That's
God damn it! I was on mute.
Oh, no.
Can I put a little razzle dazzle on it and, you know, be like, because you're so knowledgeable and because, you know, we literally are lost without you, and like just put a little embellishment,
Sure.
and maybe even a little promise of worship, so that I can roll deception instead of diplomacy.
Well, we're not making any of those rolls yet, necessarily. Because right now something else might be happening. But I do like that. We can
Oh.
absolutely say you're doing that.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a little razzle dazzle because I
Uh,
mean she is a sphinx and she's a good cat now.
And
She's a good
things
cat.
Scophos and Illyria would specifically notice. One, just a good mythic roll from Scophos with ears that hear the truth, and a nat 20 from Illyria. About
Nice.
2/3 of the way through Illyria's little spiel there, both of you notice her eyes go wide and slightly vacant, as if she is
she's not
no
thinking.
longer, not necessarily no longer paying attention to you, but certainly no longer seeing you.
be looking through her mind palace.
As you sort of peter off your statement, Illyria, realizing this, she stands rapidly, far more quickly than she did with these sort of languid movements of earlier, but you see the muscles of her jaw clench as her lips pull back in a snarl. And one of her paws reaches up to sort of grasp at her head. What is this? She scrambles to the edge of the plinth, eyes wide and searching.
What's wrong?
Based off of your sense motives, she's seeing things and looking at things that aren't actually here right now.
Oh, great.
You're not exactly sure what, but something's wrong.
Can we help?
What would you like to do to help?
Can Illyria see if there's a way? Can she detect any magic or anything happening that's like a spell or anything like that?
Yeah, give me a religion check here.
Okay.
And Arai, I'm gonna say you don't actually have to give me a check here because of your unique disposition as an oracle yourself. You haven't experienced it in a long time, but you know what an oracular vision looks like when someone's seeing something like this.
Yeah.
She's seeing visions right now, and she doesn't seem to be enjoying them.
Oh dear.
And Illyria, I would say you come to realize that as well, both looking at her and your experience being with Arai, you very quickly clock what's going on also.
I'm not sure what you're seeing, but it's not actually happening.
She knows.
Doesn't
Doesn't make it any better.
She needs some way to help her channel these visions. It doesn't seem to be something that's happening on purpose.
Oh, okay.
Will do. But Mike, what do I have? Would guidance help or clear mind?
Ooh, what is clear mind? Clear mind. I would say you could use a casting of clear mind here, which could certainly help. That would involve you getting close to her And since she appears to sort of be panicking and floundering around, you might risk getting hurt if you do that, but that could certainly help a lot.
Yeah, I think Illyria is gonna try to get as close as she can. Do I need to touch her, or do I just need to be
Clear
close
Mind
to
has
her?
a touch range spell, so yeah, you would need to touch her to use this.
So as close as she can to reach out and touch her paw,
Yeah.
because that's going to be the part that's like closest to the ground, and cast Clear Mind and see if she can help her with her visions.
Sounds good. What have other people got to, if they have anything they can think of that they'd like to do to try and help here?
Could I cast Figment and somehow link it to her vision?
Figment.
So we could see something like what she's seeing, or
That is an idea. With how limited Figment is, I would say you could certainly try. It wouldn't be helping her in any way. It would just be potentially giving you guys an idea of what exactly she's seeing. And any consequences that might create.
Could I do Rousing Splash to buy Illyria some time?
Yeah, if you want to give Illyria some temp HP from that.
No,
Certainly.
to give. I would like to Rousing Splash the Sphinx to try to pull her out enough to give Illyria enough time, or like shock her enough to make her stop.
Yeah.
Like rashing about.
Yeah, absolutely. I like that idea. Do you have any ideas as well, Arias?
Yeah. How can I try to prepare to like protect Illyria, or like kind of parry or block with like the handle of my axe if the Sphinx like lashes out at her while she's trying to cast the touch spell?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I think we could do something with that.
If not that, I'll just lift her up onto the plinth because she's small.
Just hold her out.
Yeah.
Alrighty, okay. We've got some ideas here. I like these. We'll start with Scophos. Scophos, can you go ahead and give me a, we'll say in this case, just a blind religion. Actually, I'm going to ask for blind spirit lore. Here, and we're going to see how that interacts with your spell.
that was weird. Oh, I think, okay, Ton's token is behind my...
Oh.
Like, I opened Ton's character sheet while I was changing to blind roll.
Okay. Alright. Could I get an aid roll to Illyria, please, using religion?
Yeah, give me a sec.
Yeah, you're all good. While you're doing that, Arias, can you just give me an attack roll with your weapon, please?
Yeah. Use target before you attack.
Yeah, it's Foundry just being a nut. Fantastic.
Nice.
Illyria, you got a +2. I'm going to ask, since you are using magic here, to give me a nature check, Illyria.
Okay. And with a +2?
Yep, it's already on your character sheet.
Already there.
Because Arai used the
I got you,
macro.
boo.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, we can get some things going with these rolls. I like these. Um, I am going to say we are going to have a single attack against Illyria here. Unfortunately, Arius with a 20, it's not going to be quite enough to block the claws of Nishkefru here. As it might even just slam through and break the haft of your axe in its way as it travels towards Illyria.
Would I be able to use glass shield as kind of a? I know it's like right after I rolled that other spell, but would I be able to use glass shield to kind of shield myself a little bit?
I'll allow it. Yeah. Go ahead and give yourself that that effect for a little defense buff.
Spell effect.
Yeah, the spell effect glass shield, just drag that onto your token.
Okay, good.
Okay. And again, this is a not intentional attack that is being made against you, but more so just as she is experiencing something and panicking, and you go forward and touch her and cast a spell on her, she just kind of swings out, almost
Right.
on instinct.
That's why I don't want there to be any like repercussion. I just want to.
Yeah.
I want to shield as best I
It's just,
can.
unfortunately,
Oh, God.
she is double your
Jesus.
level.
I
I'll
know,
tell you
but
that. So, you are going to end up taking 34 points of slashing damage from this.
What?
okay.
Okay.
As her
Does my
claws
shield take
just-
any of that?
You can use shield block here if you would like. It'll reduce 2 of the damage.
Okay.
You also damage her though. 'cause
It'll
it's
also
glass.
injure her because it is glass shield.
Yeah. Okay, I don't want to do that. I
Okay.
just want to. I'll take the damage. I'm a little. It's okay. It's okay. I'm okay.
However, the very good rolls and the very good ideas you guys had between the rousing splash, the clear mind, does help her. Illyria, sort of in a moment of inspiration, you remember Arius mentioning Sphinxes love riddles earlier. If she needs some way to channel what she's seeing right now, what better way than to do it through a riddle?
Can I roll games lore?
We will get to that, but most likely, yes.
Yes, I've been waiting my whole life for this. Well, I mean, also, O'Reilly. I'm sorry, Ilaria. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? Cats don't like water. Duh.
I want to see if I can figure out exactly what Gothos manages to create with his figment real quick.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay. Scophos, you try drawing upon some of your power and your spirits to create a figment, not of anything of your imagination, but the visions that are being seen by the Sphinx across from you. Someone who is far more powerful than you are. It's not easy to do, but for a brief moment, a scene sort of materializes around you all. A large marble room. Beautiful walls with decorative friezes covering them, though you can't tell what they are depicting. Above you, large fractures marring the ceiling. At the far end of the room, a pair of massive stone doors. That lasts for but a moment before it fades, and Clearness returns at this point to Neshkefru's eyes. She pants heavily, but brings herself to sort of sitting on her haunches for a moment and looks at you all with very clear gratitude and also concern in her eyes. I have never experienced anything like that before. Thank you for helping me through it. My thoughts have calmed, but I feel knowledge, secret even to me, smoldering still in my mind. You said you wish to learn of this power you possess and how to tame or bend it to your will, correct?
Yes.
I can help. You will need to move quickly. As certain as I am that I can unlock the secret to your tasks, I'm equally sure that if you can't be quick enough, my only relief will come with your death. That is the bargain I can make with you here. Answer my riddle within a week, or else watch the skies for your doom by my claws. Do that for my own sake and sanity that your presence is causing upon me.
Well, we don't have much choice.
While we do not wish to cause you discomfort, we do also want to make sure that we can tame our own power.
Very good. Grant me a moment to gather my thoughts. Four dooms befell Polsamne. One from within, one from without, one from below, and one from the sea. What were they? Across the moors to the west lies a many-headed horror, each of whose mouths lead to the truth. Begin your search there. Bring your answers before me before a week is gone. Let's flee from this island or die.
We will do as you ask.
As the Sphinx Nishkefru gives you her riddle, that could lead you both to your own salvation, not just for taming the mythic power inside of you, but preventing your death at the claws of this Sphinx as your apparent overflowing mythic power causes her to see numerous painful visions. That's where we're going to end off for the night.
Good game, Mr. Jericho. Sorry I missed so much.
All good. I'm also realizing, technically, Illyria, I need a fortitude save since you got crit by the Sphinx. Your power's going to detonate.
Oh no.
All right, I'm gonna use the Protector's Sacrifice to lower some of this damage.
Okay.
Are we still holding hands? Can I absorb some too?
Well, so technically, everyone who is adjacent to Illyria would also need to make this save, which I believe would be Arai in this case, or maybe Arrayus for sure, since Arrayus was trying to protect with the axe.
Can I re-roll that with
You
a mythic
certainly
point?
may. You are technically taking a -2 to this roll since you were taking, since you had 2 mythic points when you made the save, which would still be just a regular success for you.
Okay.
Reyes and Arai, you both would take damage here.
Oh no.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I feel like
It's not a ton.
I like it rough, I guess.
It's 11, of which I guess you take double Arai, but
I'm an overachiever.
yeah.
Is
I
Illyria-
reduce the damage
Illyria
from
would
the
only take-
hit that she took.
Yeah, I guess Illyria would technically take none here because your spell is heightened, and you would take the full 5 that she would take Scophos.
Okay.
Can Illyria? Well, we're gonna rest for the night, right?
Probably a good idea to rest after
So-
this.
Probably a good idea.
But
Should we do that
Can
now, or
we-
should we just wait for the next?
we'll do it at the
for
top of
next-
next session, because there might be some things you
Don't
wish to
wait
do
for your
beforehand.
spells. I can just lay on hands over and over again, just in case we get jumped in the
Yeah.
night.
We'll take care of that all very quickly at the start of next session. So that is where we are going to end off here. I will go ahead and put that riddle probably in the session text channel in Discord for you guys
Thank
as
you.
well, so you can reference it later on. But thank you guys for playing. I do so hope you enjoyed. We get an island
you,
to
Bob.
explore. Yippee!
Huzzah.
That was fun.
All right.
Thank you very much. That was a very good game.
Good night.
Agreed. I'm gonna dip. I love you guys. Good night. Mwah.